Well, hello. And hello from Miss Poppy as well. This is why you guys subscribed, right? It's for this girl. Can I have my chair back? Can I? Welcome to my channel. To those who are new, my name is Scotty. Well, my name's not really Scotty, but that's what I go by on the internet. This is Poppy, and this is my channel where we, excuse me, apparently it's just Poppy's channel. It's just Poppy's channel. Dress me up, Poppy. And also welcome back to my amazing friends who always tune in to every new video. If you are new though, make sure you hit subscribe and also make sure you hit like. If you like what you see today, make sure you also share this video with your thrifty friends. So we have thrifted a lot this year. I feel like I've thrifted more this year than I ever have. And I've also thrifted more home decor than I ever have. I've actually almost completely redecorated my house. In fact, my house wasn't really decorated before I think 2021. I kind of started to decorate around that time, but I hadn't really found my style yet. But this year I really found my style, both in decor and also I feel like I've really come into what my personal style is in terms of clothing as well. So I felt like it would be a fun idea if we kind of go over my top thrift finds of 2022. Now, because I've thrifted so much, it was freaking difficult to narrow it down, especially when it comes to home decor because that's where I have thrifted the most. But I will try to bring you guys my top 10s of clothing and home decor. And I also have a few accessory pieces, which I'm not going to include in either list because they don't really fit in those, but I also don't have 10 accessory items to share because I don't tend to thrift accessories as much because I keep my looks, I say I keep my looks simple and I'm wearing like frickin' berries and cream, but make it mocha, So without further ado, Poppy and I, who is sitting on the chair still, are going to share our top thrift finds of 2022. So the first thing on my list, I have discovered this year that I really love little houses. Part of it is because of the Lenox Spice Village. I am obsessed, although I haven't been able to find any
How about a what?
Yeah.
I
haven't been able to find any and they're ungodly expensive online, but I have found some like little house things. Poppy moved so I can scooch over. I have found some little house things. So I'm gonna pop up a couple teapots that I found this year that I absolutely love. I'm gonna count this as one item, so I'm kind of cheating because I found quite a few of these this year. And I've also found these house cookie jars, which I now use to house my makeup on my vanity. I felt like it was really unique. So I'll also pop up a photo of that. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm turning into an old lady, but you know what, whatever. This is my old lady arc and I'm living for it. Second, this is also technically two items, but I'm counting it as one because I merged them. I found a really pretty frame, I think in the spring, I'm not really sure. It's one of my earlier videos. I found this really beautiful gold frame and I didn't really know what to do with it, but then I found this really pretty fairy print thing and it was in like just a regular frame. So I ended up merging the two and I absolutely love it. It's now on my budding gallery wall in my living room, which I'm still kind of adding to at the moment, but I will eventually show you guys the full thing. Next, I've also lucked out a lot on bookends and I kind of more recently found these dark academia bookends with like a globe and like a looking, like a, what are these called? I can't remember. I'm not really good at remembering words, like specific words. It's always at the tip of my tongue, but never in my brain.
Get some help.
I have like a few other really cool bookends that I found this year, but I think that one's probably my favorite. My second favorite will be my little deer ceramic bookends. They're very much like Bambi Disney, and it goes with kind of my more whimsical fairycore aesthetic that I've been going for. I really love the mixture of all the different textures and themes that have been kind of coming together in my house. If I were to use one word to describe everything, it would just be whimsical, which can be interpreted in many different ways, but for me, it is very much just like the mixture of the vintage, shabby chic, fairy, hobbit, academia, like all of those styles kind of blended together. It's very much like that vintage eclectic style, and I don't know, I just love it. And then the next piece that I wanted to highlight is this cute little bell that I found a few months ago. I think it was in the summer, and it has like little fairies on it. I'm pretty sure it's the same illustrator that, is it the same? I'd have to look it up and see if that fairy is in this book, but I really, really love that bell, and it's on the bookshelf in my living room where I'm kind of like curating my little odds and ends, my eclectic collection. And then next, this isn't necessarily a thrifted piece. I wasn't going to include anything from the Sacramento Antique Fair, but I decided to anyway because quite a few of my clothing pieces will be from there. And that is this gold filigree ornate clock. I love it, it's beautiful. I really love clocks, even though I don't really use them to tell time. I just use my iPhone, but I like how it looks. I like it for the aesthetic, so we're just gonna go with it, that I love it. And then the next piece is thrifted. It is this beautiful stained glass style vase. I don't think I covered it in an actual full-length thrift haul, but it was in one of my YouTube shorts, so make sure you guys check those out because sometimes I highlight pieces that I don't highlight in these longer style thrift videos. But yeah, I love that piece. It adds another level of interest to my bookshelf in my living room, and I just love it. And it has butterflies. I'm a sucker for butterflies. And speaking of butterflies, another thrift find that I absolutely love is this kind of stained glass style chandelier. I haven't like installed it properly. I just have it hanging from an old like plant hook in my living room, but I do have plans to later see if I can have it wired properly and use it as an actual like light fixture. But the cord, it's like so far up on the ceiling, I don't really want the cord hanging down. I don't think it's long enough, but even if it is, it'll look tacky just like hanging down. So it would be nice to actually get it properly installed as a light fixture, but I have to hire an electrician for that, so because I want to do it right. Next, I don't know what number I'm on and if I've stuck to 10 or not, and if I haven't, then so be it. I wanted to highlight the Two Towers DVD that I recently found at the Goodwill bins. I got it for 15 cents, which is a steal. And I previously mentioned, I think I mentioned that they're like worth $20, but I actually found out that you can get them for much cheaper. So I actually got the Fellowship of the Ring set as well off of eBay, and I have plans to complete my set with the Return of the King pretty soon here, so you can get them cheaper. 15 cents is still good compared to $5. Finally, I wanted to highlight my book box. I actually keep all my stationery in it, especially when I was doing my Whatnot shows, and I would remember to write out little thank you notes. That's where I keep them. Previously it was in a very ugly Tupperware container, and I'm slowly starting to transition all of my like storage options to more pretty containers because plastic, I love that box. It's slightly broken, but I don't care. Now for some honorable mentions because I had trouble narrowing it down. First of all, we have my little hobbit hole that I got at Goodwill a few months ago. And then I don't think I ever hauled this. I think I forgot, but I found this really pretty TV dinner tray, and it's like got the little, so you can like stick it on your lap. It's also probably good to like put your laptop on if you have a small laptop or iPad and you want to like sit properly and you want to sit in a couch. That way you're not like, bad posture is not good.
Remember what I taught you, Quasimodo.
And then I don't think I remembered to haul this either. This was a bins find, and this, I have some very similar quilts in my Amazon wish list, so I was very excited to find this. But this beautiful quilt, practically brand new, I found at the bins. And I've also hauled some other really beautiful quilts this year. I'm just too lazy to go get them and show them, but I have hauled at least one of them. I think it was my Sacramento Antique Fair, one of my past videos, so go watch that if you want to see. It's like one of my favorite quilts I've ever found. Probably more so than that one, but yeah. So those are
Honestly.
those are some honorable mentions for the home decor and homeware section. Now we are going to move on to clothing items. Sorry guys, I had to put Poppy outside because she was way too distracting. We all love her, but she's also a brat. So I wasn't gonna include anything that I bought online or bought at the Sacramento Antique Fair, but I think about 2/3 of this list would be gone if I did that. So I went ahead and allowed myself to include those things because my thrifting of clothes has been a little bit hit or miss this year, and though I have bought some clothes from the physical thrift store this year, some of them haven't really been my like ride or die favorites, but some of the things that I bought from the antique fair, from the vintage shops, and then that I've thrifted online from ThredUp have been my ride or dies. Now, let me preface that with ThredUp is also hit or miss. I just like really ponder over things before I buy them. So I don't always recommend them. In fact, them and I have a beef right now and I have to send some stuff back. Anyway, I'm gonna just that being said, let's look at some stuff that I love that I thrifted this year. Okay, so first of all, I am a ModCloth stan, but wherever I can, I try to thrift their stuff because it's really expensive and your girl's on a budget. But I found this green ModCloth skirt from ThredUp, and it has been one of my favorite and most worn skirts this year. It also has pockets. And this is actually one of their remakes of the Rocksteady skirts. For a while, the skirt that was under this name on their website was made by Rocksteady, but I think they kind of took over the manufacturing. And since they did that, they installed this elastic back. So I can now wear a small in this style. I do have this skirt in orange, but it doesn't have this, and it's a little tight. And then this is actually an in-person Goodwill thrifted piece, and you guys have seen me wear this. This is a Wild Fable off the shoulder, but can be on the shoulder, stretchy smocked top. I absolutely love this, and I think this color looks fantastic on me. Next, I wasn't gonna include anything I haven't worn yet, but I am just like in love with this sweater. And I got this off of ThredUp as well, kind of closer to summer, so I haven't had a chance to wear it, but I'm planning on wearing it when I get sick of like fall and winter colors. And does this beautiful Talbot's grandma sweater with like tulips and fruit, and I just love it. And I did thrift haul this in a video, but I'm showing it again and I love it. Another thing you guys might remember if you've watched my videos is this beautiful vintage cardigan that I got at the Sacramento Antique Fair. I got it from a vintage vendor, and this was actually in her clearance pile. It was $5, and I didn't think I looked good in like a pastel peach, but my skin is popping. And speaking of pastel, I'm realizing a lot of the stuff in here is like pastel. Who is she? And it is this Zara sweater. I also got this online off ThredUp, and what I love about it are the little ducks. Or are they geese? I'm really bad at zoology. But yeah, this is like the softest sweater, and I have worn this so much. I just haven't worn it recently because I've been like focusing on wearing my autumn and wintry sweaters, but it is like big and cozy and soft, and I'm probably not gonna put it away because it was like put away with my spring stuff, like my early spring coming out of winter stuff, but I'm probably gonna keep it out because next, this was also hauled in one of my Sacramento Antique Fair videos. This beautiful pink vintage dress that fits me perfectly. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to wear it this spring. And it has a lot of flow to it. I love a good swooshy skirt. And since I'm including things from the Sacramento Antique Fair, I would be remiss not to include this beautiful nightgown set. It is two-piece, so there's this over jacket, and then underneath it looks like a Regency style gown almost. In fact, I wore this in a TikTok with a sound where it was talking about like hot Victorian woman summer, and so many people were fact checking me and telling me that that's not Victorian, that's Regency. And I was like, actually, you're wrong too. This is a 1960s nightgown. It just kind of looks Regency, but it's not. But with the proper undergarments, because it is kind of see-through, it could pass as an actual gown because it's so fluffy and beautiful, especially if you put the over jacket on top. I'm obsessed with it. Any excuse to wear this, I will wear it. The only thing is it's super delicate, so I haven't really worn it outside that much besides in one photo shoot, which I will pop up some images because it's one of my favorites. And this next one is kind of a twofer because I've worn this as an actual outfit, especially more recently. I took some photos in my house. I say recently, and I think it was quite a few months ago, but I absolutely love this top, and I've worn it so much, and it's also an amazing color for me. And then I have this Zara pinafore dress that I absolutely love, and I wore it with like thigh-high socks, and it's gorgeous. And it's kind of academia, but with like the bright color. All right, last but certainly not least, when I introduced this sweater on TikTok and Instagram, I got a lot of views because I'm very much involved with the D&D, Ren Fair, Hobbitcore, Nightcore, Ladies with Swords community, and I showed off this sweatshirt, and it is this kind of like night style hoodie from Something Navy, and I actually got mine initially off of ThredUp, although this is not the one that I got off ThredUp. No, your girl went and bought another one because I loved it so much and I wanted to have more than one, whether to just have them in rotation or to maybe dye my second one another color, because it only came in this color or in like a very light dusty blue, and not the kind of blue that looks good on me. So I was like, I would love to have like a burgundy or a black one and really like give off my Dread Pirate Roberts.
What can I do for you?
Vibes. So the last category is accessories, and I couldn't really think of many accessories that I had to share with you guys because I don't really accessorize all that much and I don't really thrift accessories all that much, but I wanted to share these pieces. So there's this vintage purse, which I used at my best friend's wedding. There is this vintage purse, which I think I might have hauled in my most viewed thrift haul. And I still have not used it, but I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. It's very Gatsby. And I just love the hardware. And lastly, this has to be my most used purse of 2022 besides my Echo Susie purses. I don't thrift purses often, but I'm so glad I thrifted this one because I used it a lot. That's all there is to say. It also has a long strap. I can't be bothered with like a little handbag on your shoulder. No, it's either this or a backpack. So anyway, those are my top thrift finds of 2022. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you guys some inspiration going into 2023 for thrifting and secondhand fashion. If you like this video and you like to thrift and you've never watched my videos before, or if you watched a few and you haven't subscribed, why aren't you subscribed? Hit that red button, ain't cost you a thing. And if you are subscribed and you've watched several of my videos, let me know what your favorite thrift finds of 2022, yes, that's the year we're in right now, your favorite thing that I have thrifted this year that you've seen in my videos. And also let me know what your favorite thrift finds have been. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys thrift because I know sometimes y'all get a little like antsy to go thrifting after you watch my videos and you tell me so, and it gives you motivation to go thrift. So let me know. Let me know. I don't know what I'm doing. Alrighty, that's gonna be the end of the video. To 2023 and future thrifting and DIYing and thrift flipping. We will definitely be focusing more on thrift flipping come 2023 because I don't need more stuff. Thank you for watching.